Hey guys, welcome to Overcomers Anonymous. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. And today I want to go over a few steps in helping you being able to overcome the challenges that you face in your life. I know that it's not cut and dry and it's easier said than done, but hopefully some of these tips over a period of time, you'll get used to them and it will bring you far and it'll help you with a lot of things. This is it's not everything that I do, but it's a few of the steps that I do when I'm trying to overcome something. And if you don't know me very well, you will. If you continue to watch these videos, I'm constantly trying to overcome the next thing, always overcoming something. So the first thing that you need to do is talk to God. You need to talk to God and you need to be honest with Him. You need to be honest with Him and you need to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the fact that you are struggling with something, you want to overcome something, it's hard for you and you need help. And so, talking to God is just like having a spouse. Well, I can't compare that. I don't have a spouse, so I don't know what that's like. But having a friend, someone that you confide in, a family member, it's like talking to somebody else, right? So if you're with your friend or if you're with your husband or whoever and you need something from them, you first need to explain to them what you're doing, why you're doing it, what you need from them, right? You talk to them, you communicate with them. And that's the same thing you need to do with God. You need to talk to God, you need to talk to Him just like just like He's your friend. So be honest with Him, be honest with yourself, and ask Him to give you the strength to resist temptation, the strength and the grace to resist temptation. So when you are getting ready to overcome something, so if it's like, if you're getting ready to give something up, like some kind of food, like whether it's sugar or if it's alcohol, cigarettes, smoking, drugs, anything like that, then you ask God to give you the strength and the grace to resist temptation, and you set a date for yourself, right? The earlier the better. I know that if you're quitting smoking, then if you've been smoking for 25 years, that quitting tomorrow probably is not going to work out very well. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you need to mentally prepare yourself. So you need to set a date. It needs to be realistic, and you can't procrastinate on it. So you can't set it out in 6 months. It needs to be in 2 weeks or maybe in a month if you need that much time. But mentally prepare yourself, and when that day comes, be praying and be getting yourself prepared to have a complete lifestyle change on that day. No excuses. Find something healthy to do to replace that habit. I'm going to say the first thing for you to do, when you are having a hard time, if you're giving something up and you're having a hard time with it, the first thing you need to always do is pray. Okay, God is always going to be the first thing that you should go to. He's always going to be your go-to. He'll always give you the strength to overcome it. He'll help occupy your mind. He'll help, get your mind off of it. He'll help change your mind. He will give you the strength and the grace that you need to overcome this temptation. Okay, so, but if you are going to quit doing drugs, do not replace it with drinking more. Okay, or if you're going to quit smoking, do not replace it with food. You have to have something set up. And so when you set your date, you need to have all this stuff mapped out ahead of time. Like, okay, you're gonna come to a point where it's gonna get hard. What are you gonna do when it gets hard? You gotta set yourself up for success. If you go into this blindly, when you have these temptations and these challenges, you'll be blindsided, sorry. You'll be blindsided and you won't be able to stay on that path that you're trying to stay on to overcome. So if you're quitting smoking, say, when I start having cravings or temptations, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go clear my mind, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna go for a run, or start exercising, something to replace it with, or write a song, paint a picture. You gotta replace it with something. For me, when I quit smoking, it was so hard. I actually had to quit drinking coffee too, because habitually I would actually drink coffee just so I could smoke, and my favorite thing to do would be to sit outside and drink coffee and smoke cigarettes, and hours would go by. I would waste so much time. So trying to replace that was tough. It was a lot of anxious energy, and it's a total mind change, total habit change. So when it gets hard, and like I said, it will get hard, you need to go to God. So I'll again just refer it to quitting smoking. You're going to go through withdrawals physically, but there's also going to be some emotional attachments and maybe even some spiritual attachments. things are going to come to the surface. And I'm saying, when you're, when you feel the frustration coming, when you feel your blood pressure going up, when you feel yourself getting irritated, I know quitting sugar can cause this as well. Like I said before, it's as addictive as cocaine. So it can make you extremely irritated and angry and frustrated. When those things start to come up, the first thing that you need to do is go to God, and you need to pray. You need to lock yourself in the room, and you need to go and pray. Because what's happening is that these things are coming to the surface, and God wants to remove that from you. He wants to take that out. It's like skimming, it's like skimming a pot of water. If you're boiling chicken and you see all that stuff come to the top, it's like He wants it to skim off the top, to take off all that crap that doesn't belong there anymore. He wants to remove it. It is very, very, very important that at this point that you do get on your knees and you pour your heart out to God, and you pray and you cry out to Him. You do whatever you need to do to get this out. It's like a cleansing process. If you're crying, He's cleansing you. He's healing you. And you ask Him to remove it from you. You ask Him to remove whatever it is that's causing you to want to do it. Ask Him to remove that spirit of addiction and bind that stuff. Bind the spirit of addiction. Bind the spirit of infirmity. And ask God to take that out, and ask Him to fill you with His love, to make you whole, right? Because it's gonna leave a void. When this stuff comes out, it leaves a void. And if you don't have it filled with God's love, you will fill it with something else. So make sure you're communicating with Him during this process, and that you're talking to Him and you're praying through it, because God is going to help you. He's going to give you the strength. So it's very important that you, like I said, when you get to this point to where when things are starting to get very frustrating, or you feel that pain, that irritation come up, let it all out and ask God to take it from you, and ask Him to replace it with His love. The last thing that I really have on here, I kind of went over everything else already. Just asking God to change your habits, asking God to help you have better habits, to remove the bad habits and replace them with good habits. But I have written down here, watch your words. And if you've ever heard that saying, change your words, change your life, this is so true. The words that we speak are very powerful. So it's very important that when you quit smoking, that you don't say, I quit smoking 2 days ago, but man, it's tough. I don't think it's going to last a week. I give myself a week, right? Don't say that stuff, because you're setting yourself up for failure. You're literally mentally telling yourself that you're going to start smoking again next week because it's going to be too hard. And you will believe what you say. So watch your words. If you're having a hard time, man, I quit smoking 3 days ago and today's tough. Today's really hard for me, but I believe that God is going to give me the strength, that He's going to help me overcome this. I know it's not going to be easy, but I know that I can do this, and I'm going to do this, right? Or, man, I'm on a diet. I've only lasted a week, and I can't do this much longer. I'm telling you, I won't be able to do it for 2 weeks. I won't be able to do it for 3 weeks. Don't talk yourself down. Don't speak defeat in your life. You got to speak victory in your life, right? We're talking about being an overcomer, overcoming things. You have to have a mindset of it. It's not just, like I said, habitually doing or legalistically doing things. You have to have a mindset. So change your words, change your life. So start saying things like, I am an overcomer. I am going to overcome this. I don't care how hard it is, how long it's going to take, what I have to do, but God's going to help me. I know He is, because He never fails me, and I have the strength and the grace to do all things, right? All things are possible. Speak victory into your life and help yourself overcome this. So it's a complete mind change. This is going to start a pattern of change for you. Once you start breaking one thing, you're going to start breaking other things. And so it's important to have this mindset. It's a complete change of mindset. So change your words, change your mindset, change your life. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're enjoying this week. And if you guys need anything, please email me at overcomersanonymous@gmail.com. Any prayer requests, if you guys need to talk or vent or anything, I'm there for you. That's pretty much all I have. So if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button at the bottom. Also hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you get notified every time that I upload something. Also, please share this with your friends if you know anybody that can benefit from this stuff. All right, take care. Have a great day, guys.